So has what happened at the Washington Navy Yard prompted heightened security at the Groton sub base? We asked, and officials there released this statement saying only that the base is maintaining, quote, appropriate anti-terrorism and force protection measures, end quote. They say as a rule, the Navy does not release information about security procedures. Today's mass shooting in Washington reminds everyone in the workplace that violence can occur anywhere.
Fox Connecticut's Valentin sat down with a former state police investigator today to talk about the need to think about the unthinkable. Javon?
Yeah, Alan, Lori, it's certainly a stark reality that we're now living in these days, where the news of more frequent mass shootings becomes headlines in our world. And today I sat down with a gentleman named Valentin, and basically he's a former state police investigator, and he's also a lecturer at the University of New Haven. And we talked a little bit about this new reality that we're living in. And rather than me tell you about it, he said very eloquently what people need to be on the lookout for. So here now, Peter, in his own words.
I think the only, continuous theme is that people are surprised that this can happen to them. And, we are truly not safe in any place that we go. We're relatively safe in most places. There's some places where we have an expectation that we are very safe, and I would think a military installation is one of them. I think what people should be seeing is that you're not truly safe anywhere, and that you should always be primarily responsible for your own safety. Be aware of your surroundings. If you see people acting in suspicious manners, don't think that somebody else is going to make that call for you. Don't think that somebody else has noticed this and is doing something about it. Be proactive. You tell somebody else. And perhaps that's the way, and that's the takeaway for people, is to become more aware of their surroundings and more aware of the people that they interact with on a daily basis. And maybe that sensitivity prevents the next incident.
And those are the instances you hear about when you look back on situations like this. You think, what could have been done, or what could have someone been on the lookout for? Were there any warning signs? And those are all things that the investigation will hopefully reveal in the coming days and weeks as this all continues to unfold down in Washington. Another element that we spoke about is regarding the effect on law enforcement. They appear to be very in charge during a situation, but they're like people. They're people like us as well, and this takes a toll on them. And coming up on the Fox Connecticut News at 10 and 11, we're going to go a little more in depth about the psychological effects that this could have, not only on the civilians that work there, but also on the law enforcement officials who respond to things like this. And in addition, we're going to talk a little more about what you need to look out for to just make sure that you're safe in this new world and this new normal that we're all living with. Reporting live in New Haven, Valentin, Fox Connecticut.